The removal of a statue of Jesus Christ from a hill in the Devanahalli taluk near Bengaluru in Karnataka has hurt the Christian community in the state. The Archbishop of Bengaluru, the Most Reverend Peter Machado, actually described it as a desecration. Joining us, the Archbishop himself. You did release a very strongly worded statement expressing your hurt over what had happened.
Yes, ma'am. We are very much hurt. And I'm sorry that this could have happened in Bangalore, a city known for its civilization, people who are educated, and people who are peace-loving in this place in Bangalore. That the police and the revenue authorities should have just uprooted a statue just like a piece of cement by crane. And of course they brought it to us. But it was a very sad moment for us that they could have done it with such, I would say, as if nothing happened. You know, it was a very tense moment for us. That at that particular moment I was getting phone calls from all sides that the statue was being uprooted. Our Christians were not allowed to go on top. And many people from Bangalore, the Christians, were phoning up to me, shall we go and do something about it? And I know what they're going to do. They're going to protest. They're going to make problem. I had to calm them and say that please do not. This is not our style. This is not our way that we function. Please keep peace. We will see what can be done. And this is how it was over. I would have been very happy if they had taken us into confidence, told us what they are doing, what are the alternatives for us. We got to walk into a cemetery. You know, for us Christians, the cemetery or the burial ground is next to the church, next to our place of worship. The cemetery is the holiest place for us. We don't even walk just like that. We join our hands, and sometimes with devotion we walk into the cemetery, because we believe that these our friends who are buried are there. They are persons. Even they are dead, they are with us. We say that. So that is why I was very sorry that the government did this for us.
There was no notice given, no advance warning. They did not tell you at all that this would happen?
I was told that there was a meeting called by the revenue officials and the police authorities a few days before this. But in the meeting, the villagers unanimously said they have no difficulty at all. We have been living here, we know that such a place exists, and the people have been going about. We have no problem at all. It's the outsiders who have come and they are zealous about it, and the excuse was that conversions are going on. This bogey of conversions, it disturbs me a lot. You think its conversion is so easily to fool the people, to say that this is the statue, therefore all come here and all get converted. I can't understand, and therefore there was no notice given to us. At least courtesy, they could have given us this notice to say that on such and such a day we are going to do it. We were prepared for it. Instead, I was told that in that meeting it was said that they would allow us to go till our Good Friday, which is a holy day, which was a sensible thing. At least till that time we would have got a time to ask the government what should we do about it.
It's a very important time of year.
This is a very important time for us. You know what is Good Friday for us? Well, how we carry the cross, how we have this feeling that we share the sufferings, death and resurrection of Jesus in our life. And that is the moment that the statue is removed. It's as good as you are thinking of something great to happen and you are brought down to the ground to say that this is nothing for you. It's just a statue that is to be removed and transported with a vehicle and bring it and keep it in the church. There are some people who told me, don't take it to the church, let the police also keep it. I said, no, that will not be a decent thing on my part to do. Because the police also are obeying authorities, some authorities perhaps which they have received, or some authority which they have received to say that they can do this. Our documents are clear. Of course, there is the main document which says the DC has given us the land for community purpose, Sarvajanika. Yeah. But we have also another document from the village authorities to say that all the other communities have a cemetery, the burial grounds or the cremation grounds, and the Christian community does not have it, and therefore Christian community is benefited or rather graced with this which they can use for their community. We have a document.
Because that is what, when we spoke to the revenue, when we spoke to the DC, when we spoke to the Tahsildar, they were saying it was done because the land was for general use, not just for the use of the Christians. They'd say this is why they did it.
If it was a general use, can the Christians also bury there? And we are buried there. At least for that sake, they should have had the courtesy to say that, okay, it's for the general, also for the Christians. And the Christians' grounds are there, burial grounds is there, the graves are there, and therefore the statue which our people have their devotion to keep a statue of Jesus, statue of the angel, statue of the... These are all sentiments of the people. You can't just shake them and say them they are nothing.
The Hindu Jagaran Vedike has said that it was done because they gave a statement saying that they would protest if it was not done by the 28th, and that it was done because they said that, and that they had filed a petition, they had a PIL, and they'd approached the DC, and they say that is why it was done. They are taking, if I could use the term, credit for the action.
Have we come down to this level of mobocracy, that a mob comes and tells you what to do and how to do, and without going into the background and the things that are behind? Is that someone who comes from somewhere and dictates to the government to do this? Is not it the duty of the government also to check the antecedents of this group that is coming? At the same time, our own background. If we have really done something wrong, surely tell us. But the documents are there. You don't want to see them. You don't even want to ask us. You don't even want to consult to see that what can be done, how we can bring up a solution for this problem. I feel that this is not the way things have to be done. If suppose a group of ours goes to the government and asks for something, will they just grant it in that way? You know, I have a lurking fear within me. Our Chief Minister, Mr. Yediyurappa, is a gentleman. He has been very favorable towards Christians, as you know, that he has, even in this budget, he has given us 200 crores for the use of the community and the churches and the cemeteries, etc. But he should have a control also over these fringe groups that are there, which are bringing him a lot of discredit. I have a fear. You know, last time when the Chief Minister was in power, 2008, when he came to power, many of our churches were disturbed, and they had done desecration for many of our churches. Now that the second time he has come, and these statues are being sort of affected and removed, where will it go? Should I expect something more than this, what has happened now? You know, a place called in Mandya, there's a hospital of ours which is rendering so much service to so many people, and so many people are taking medicines and healing there. And perhaps there was a small incident, it seems someone gave a book or a pamphlet, I do not know, to somebody regarding to say that come to this prayer or come to whatever it is, maybe a Christian prayer, whatever it was. But they have raised a big bogey to say that we want to convert all the patients of the hospital. Is it so simple as that? On the other hand, there's no sense of gratitude that we have been running in a hospital for the poor,